Look at that.
If I'm done for the day, I should retire for the night. Yeah, let's rest.
Good night.
Rest well. And that we shall.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm. They'll come.
No. They'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the gauntlet runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Nintendo, it seems unlikely. I'd rather not. I don't know. It seems unlikely.
Honestly, it seems fairly unlikely.
She's not looking for honesty, lad. She's giving you her faith and well wishes, and deserves the same back.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
They wanted to say I intend to, but I said nah. Unless, of course, that's not what our intention is. Just also, they probably want this. I'm not trying to do that. But anyways. We'll see.
Thank you all for waiting.
We'll see what
the
this
very
has.
first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table. starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armour on that fellow over there. A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favourite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Yeah, I guess not.
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Yep, Beats. I bet he does. Dang.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
Oh, cool. He got this.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel! Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next!
Yeah. Forwarded. Dang. Of course,
The
Forwarded has
size
this.
of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Dang.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's not looking good. It's fine. Yeah, it's not looking great.
Not looking great. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Top 20, we still got it.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Here we go.
Where's their head?
There they are.
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. A huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Bardon, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Borden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserved. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
Well,
I will. I promise.
That's what she wants to hear. Dang. Dang, Fortinet's like... he's like, okay.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Yep. After the events of the exposition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. Hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Yep.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
You are passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand man, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Right. We only, right or wrong. And then there's this. Okay! We gotta be careful what we put on, huh? Oh yeah, same idea. A real person's head got more eyes on you. That is decapitated beast.
No. We only read it wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Sure, I guess.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Dang, Galica.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal. It might be a trap.
It's not a done deal.
Still, it is a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his gauntlet, put it. It's in his pocket. It's engraved on his body. What the fuck?
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Funny answers.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics.
In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Nightprowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Nightprowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Louis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Nightprowler.
Okay, see what else they got here. The Nightprowler,
Let's
huh?
hurry.
They should be on the edge of town. I've heard the fireman, but the ferryman should know how to get there.
Oi there!
Dang, it's raining. Stormy weather.
Oi there!
Crazy.
Well met, eh?
Thunderstorm. 27 degrees Celsius. I figured it would be colder, but I guess not. Which way? Let's go this way since we've gone through the other way. We came from the other way. Let's go through this way then.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do. Anything else here?
God, looks proper angry.
Where is that place, mates? Can't get there. Guess I do have to travel there, right? Anyways.
How's it going?
Gonna head somewhere else? There's my boat. Time to shine. What?
How's it going? You got it.
Okay. Should be this place. Got it.
Hello.
Oh my.
Okay, wait a second. Unless we just talk.
Need a ride?
Oh, it's not talking. Oh, Nightprowler's right here.
You want to go where?
The Nightprowler. Oh, it's you lot. Heard about ya from those brothers. Go hop on in. Yeah, it looked bigger. I didn't realize what else. Okay, so it is this place. Okay. Nothing to say, youngsters? Sure thing. I should really pay attention to the weather more. Okay. Ooh. They're looking at us because we are an odd bunch.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for me own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Louis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
They are looking at us. Running as soon as it looks like the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I don't want to be king. I don't anyone in need. I treat all tribes equal. Okay. I mean, we did say this exactly. You know, I don't want to be king. I'd help anyone in need.
I'd help anyone in need.
Meaning what exactly?
It means he's even willing to save someone like me.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
Okay, I'm out of Lewis's path. I don't like going to church. I'm in love with Joy. Ah, shite. I admire Lewis's power. I don't like Forden or his church. Dang. I admire Lewis's power. His power is insane, but then Forden also has like crazy power too. But Forden's like, both Forden and Luis are very Well, Forden's in higher power right now, so if we can take him down, but Luis is no small feat either. Let's say I
admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You've got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Okay.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the charadrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
Yep. Well, let's see.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Yep, that's just how the way things work. A fairy?
Where?
It's already sent it. Time flies by so fast.
So?
Lewis's gauntlet runner, the charadrius, is stationed in a warship harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Okay. So it seems. Rare to see several folks around these parts, but I appreciate it. You're off. Where are you off to then?
Hello there.
You want to go to the warship harbor? There's no place to visit after a piss up. But alright, mind yourself and climb aboard. Bye. That's a small boat. I don't think it can fit all of us. Maybe.
Incredible.
Wow. It didn't really hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge.
Hey!
Oi, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
You pumpkins, and fawn over the charadrius hollow you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, what with the Sawyer and all that and all. Sawyer? What's that? Hey, boss, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Louise, dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on this good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Louise is in the reception room and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Okay. Duly noted.
Check this out.
Oh, look. That's some talking. What are you? Man on break.
If I may.
Godel comes through here an awful lot. You know, don't you? You know, wait, what? You know, don't you? Or whatever. One of Lewis's, faction candidates. Sometimes he's got the beast of a dog with him too. Sad to see a man with a temper like this with a pet, but wouldn't you know he's sweet on that dog. Somewhere at the bottom of his black heart, he thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing I ever did see. Nate. More interesting. Well then, part of me feels like I need my virtues up a bit more, but also I don't think it's necessary. Hey,
got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze. Okay, dungeon.
Oh yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Lewis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, to stand tall.
And yet...
Disgruntled soldier.
What you need?
You and the new guy? Hang on a minute, you're an elder. Well, ain't that a rare sight. Just do your level best, alright? We ain't shy about casting off those who aren't strong enough to keep up, so be sure you pull your weight, you hear? Nice. Not so rude. It's nice. Okay, cool. Just a little more. Grimace soldier. Did you hear about what happened in the exposition? Some elder kid showed up before didn't they say? And apparently Lord Louis loved it. The kid's going places, I can tell you that. Oh yeah, that's me talking. Anyways, probably shouldn't dilly too much about this, huh? These soldiers really talking their throat. Makes sense.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there. Okay, sure, we can get that done.
What in the...
Happens to everyone. Is that sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism? Yeah. It keeps the suspicious elements out. You know, like the bastard appending their grunts when they're actually assassins?
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around.
Yeah.
Yep, there's definitely keys for different areas. Only a select few rank soldiers have them. You want to walk fully around the runner? Then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oh, we're already trading treacherous whispers among ourselves, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already. much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what we have here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are new recruits? Oh. Gargant man. Oh yeah, I forgot they had white clouds. So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exposition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the cow, man.
No.
They got Lord Lewis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I keep it to yourself. Before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these pissants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the rails.
Don't
the
even
walls.
try it.
Oh, leave it out, Zax. Xanth, get your arse back to your post. That's in order.
Understood?
Just get this thought. Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you the 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs. Okay, cool. Duly noted.
Seriously.
You're just gonna stand there or we're gonna get moving. Come on.
Here.
And this would be Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he? Fidelio. What a boy, huh? He's interesting.
Alright.
Lord Louis. Basilio. Fidelio, Basilio. Lord Louis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for his formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp minds about. I'll try. You'll still safe soon. Clear.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What should we ask? What's your plan against Forden?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Oh.
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
Okay. What is this?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just a lot to take in, man.
It's just that. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice. Let's go.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Wait.
Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Yes, sir. Wonder how Galica's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Oh my god. That's so random. Oh, interesting indeed.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Galica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently, this soiree will be held at the luxury and caters exclusive to upper-class soldiers, mainly manning the runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Galica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
Yeah, I'll have to make it work. You'll be in more danger than I. Oh yeah, I guess they would be with him, and then they can be in that, so... Dang, what the frick? We will have to make it work. You'll be more danger.
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Yeah, this is kinda insane, man.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Lewis's gauntlet running? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself. Yes, Sergeant Zenith, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder he might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. That he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparation for after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find a solution.
May I speak?
The day of Prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. We've got to make our preparations before the soiree. The Socrates has been in Lewis's private chambers? Not that I would treasure, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight. Okay.
Look at that.
I'm done for the day. Should I retire for the night? Yeah, let's rest.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route in Lewis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the one holding the keys would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them all alone, beat their keys from them, and push forward.
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Lewis's subordinates have attained their ranks through martial prowess. If we would, their pride negotiation may still be on the table. This is a new challenge. We're not strong enough yet. Let's take precautions. Let's take precautions.
We have to prepare first.
We need to be as prepared as we can before we attempt this.
Yeah.
Right. Any situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the likes, or we may end up over our heads. Infiltrating short, decisive battles. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence in infiltrating. You need to keep your battle short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. Okay. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical, gather information about them in town, utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance. Okay, so I definitely need to go for more offensive classes then. Okay. or archetypes.
Then
maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant who knows that they might have a weakness that we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure the route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. Okay. Let's start. 20 days. Okay, we got 20 days to go about this. 20 days. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That should be plenty of time to hopefully get something going. Let's start. The infiltration route must be secured so Louis's room can be accessed on the day of the soiree. If I seal the curse formula, the princess curse can be lifted. Operation infiltrate the charadrius. The mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather conditions that may occur in Valhaven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Louis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Louis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, the starboard corridor, and the port corridor, and the bridge. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest parts of the ship. Don't forget you need to gain access to Louis's quarters by the end of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Louis's Gauntlet Runner.
Boy there!